31 years in the market. So we take our experience and look at it from a look, what does the customer really need at this moment? And what we're noticing is not about the buzzwords anymore. It's about how do you realize value? How can you actually get a return on investment or return on capital investment? And how can you accelerate it? And Gary made an excellent point where he's saying there's no point in wasting your resources internally trying to do something from zero, like we had the time to do before the pandemic, where we're noticing customers are under pressure now. Because what's happened in the pandemic is the customer adopted technology in such a speed to survive the pandemic that they didn't have time to think about the architecture, the security, the team placement, the skill sets they're going to need. And for whatever else that they want to evolve from what they've had to do in the pandemic, they're not ready. They don't have the teams ready to support it or resustain it, and they're looking at rework. And then they're looking for the outsources that can help them to deliver those improvements or rethink it. And so one thing, let's say advice for any customers is that there is an element now where an assessment is actually quite important nowadays. In the past, it was like nice to know what was the situation, but complementing what Marcelo said, there's very difficult for an outsourcer to come in and just do a service without having any pre-understanding of what the customer really is needing. What are the pain points? Where's the customer's maturity? Because some believe they have a higher maturity than the reality. And so there is this new, not a new phase, but it has become more important that there is the initial phase of a lot of services is understanding the customer through an assessment. But I'm not saying a very long one. I'm saying it's a short survey that helps. And then what Meta does is then we position the right services, and then we can talk about that more. But I thought it was a good point from Gary that doing it all yourself is kind of ended. Trying to do it, as you said, the resource shortage has meant you can't even do it internally, even if you wanted to. You need to look for low code, no code. You need to look for partners that are also aligned with this and not still traditional outsourcers.